Hi, Taurus. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a monthly tarot reading for your money and career situation for the month of November 2020. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And while you're down there, you will see all the information you need to book a personal reading with myself. So just shoot me an email and I'll get that started for you. And I do apologize if you can hear the rain in the background. It is a rainy day here, but I am eager to get this reading done for you, my friend. And more importantly, I meditated on your overall energy for the month in regards to your money and career. And the message that came through was figuring out what's right. Interesting. Figuring out what's right. I feel like on one level, it's a month for you where you're trying to figure out what's right for you, not anybody else, in regards to your money and career. But let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Soul's Journey deck. What do we have for our lovely Taurus to begin this money and career reading for November? What else do we have? Thank you, Spirit. Being told just these three. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. If you feel like recently you haven't been very proud of what you've achieved in your lifetime up until this point, or if you feel like you are not proud of the state of your financial situation, where you just feel like you're not proud to tell people about what you do for a living, it's a month to change that, to leave all of that lack of pride behind. I do feel like the universe might come through at some point, or multiple small points in the month, to remind you of why you should be so proud. And then we have Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Such a good reminder to not to allow other people to judge you and what you do, or at the very least, don't even pay attention to it. But try not to judge or compare yourself to other people and their success at this point in their life with their career or where they're at financially, because everyone's on their own individual divine path. Everyone has their own challenges. And it's like you may see somebody, at your age, for example, who has this ideal career and they're feeling more financially comfort, and maybe you're not feeling that way at this point in your life. But stop. Don't compare yourself, because you don't know what challenges they have ahead of them, or you don't know what they have overcome previously to get to that point. Everything happens for a reason when it's meant to. Divine order and divine timing, my friend. Do your best to trust in that this month. And then acceptance for the third one. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. It feels like there are things from the past that you need to let go of, that you just can't change anymore. You may have had a job that didn't work out. You may have had something that caused financial discomfort, or you may have lost money. There's something you just need to accept you can't change. If there's something within your current career or your current job that just isn't ideal, I feel like you can't change it. So all you're left to do is just accept it. And I feel like once you learn to just let it be and accept what it is, you'll feel a lot less stressed, a lot less burdened from it. So therefore you can have that clear, fresh mindset when you do your work. Let's continue. I want to pull 6 tarot cards, a simple 6-card spread, if you will. Some shuffling, of course. Alrighty, 1 shuffle down. I feel like it's going to be a month for you, Taurus, where you can't help but drift to the future and the past in your head. Because on one hand, we have the 6 of Cups, where it's coming through very nostalgic, very much like you're thinking about what you had once. And again, you can't change it. You got to accept it. It's not part of your life anymore. But then On the other end, I feel like you find yourself drifting this month to the future, thinking about that ideal life for you, that ideal career, you know, side by side with that ideal family or whatever it is for you. But at the very least, I feel like you think about this ideal life for you where you can afford this and that, or you have a career that makes you happy, fulfilled, and financially successful. Try to stay present, my friend. Try your best. Alrighty, with those done, what do we have, Spirit, for Taurus to continue this money and career read? Thank you, Spirit. Very weird way for that one to fall. Ooh. My friend, starting off good. What else do we have for Taurus? Wow. That's all I have to say so far. Wow. They want me to just pull the last two from the top. I'm loving this energy, my friend. Whew. Let's continue. So first off, we have the Sun card to start the 6 cards. This spread is making me happy already. All right, so I feel like you start off the month feeling very happy, very like you. You just feel like jumping out of bed in the morning. I do feel like a lot of you have been working towards something sort of new in your life these days, whether it's a new business, new project, a new job, working towards a promotion. But I do feel like it makes you happy. You're passionate about it. It makes you feel like you want to jump out of bed in the morning, like I was saying. I'm hearing it's meant for you. It's like when you feel like jumping out of bed in the morning to go to a job or to work towards whatever you're working towards, and you feel passionate about it and it makes you feel fulfilled, you're checking off all those boxes, my friend. That means you're doing what's right for you. That means you're working towards your passions. I mean, you don't jump out of bed in the morning to achieve something if you're not passionate about it. It just doesn't happen. So just keep that in mind. And I feel like you will start off the month glowing differently because of it. Because maybe for a lot of you, you worked a job previously where it just wasn't healthy for you, where it didn't make you happy or fulfilled, and maybe didn't even help you financially that much. But look at now. You're starting off the month on such a happy, fresh, beautiful note. Love it. You might just feel like running through fields or running through your town or city or whatever it is and just telling people all about what you do. It's that kind of excitement and, interestingly enough, a little bit of pride. And it's like maybe in the previous months of September and October, you weren't able to sort of have that pride for what you do, but it's sort of grown since then. And so you start off feeling a bit more proud. Absolutely beautiful start. 4 of Pentacles to move right along to the second card. You move through the month, through the first half, and you sort of are in this mindset of, I need to save, I need to save, I need to hold on to all my money. And Spirit's saying that's not necessarily the case. I mean, yes, okay, be smart about your money, save for your financial goals to achieve what you want, to get to where you want in life. But we seem to forget that if you hold such a tight grip on your money, you're sending that kind of restricted, controlled vibe out into the universe. And what's going to happen is you're not allowing any sort of room or breathing room. The flow is blocked off from the universe trying to send in more money or new ways to earn money, or you know what I mean? Maybe a windfall. And you don't want to prevent beautiful opportunities and abundance to come in. And it's like your mind isn't how do I put this? You have the right idea, but you just need to loosen your grip just slightly. And we'll get into that a little bit more as we move along. But it does feel like you go from being very happy, very energetic at the beginning of the month, and it kind of simmers down and you sort of become more peaceful as you focus on your finances more, as you decide to become very, very serious, very concrete about your saving. So just try to loosen that grip a little bit, my friend. And I do feel like going back with the Sun card and what you've been working towards and saving is, it's like you're trying to kind of find that sweet spot where you're trying to figure out what's right for you, like the overall message says. You're trying to figure out how to save in a healthy way for yourself that is beneficial, that works for you, that has a good end result. You're trying to figure out how to maybe get your business off the ground. It just feels like it's a month of you just trying to put things, the puzzle pieces, in the right place for your finances, for your career. You'll get there. Queen of Pentacles, my friend, to move right along for the third card. So when this first half of the month wraps up, you're going to be feeling more confident. I mean, more, it's like you go from this excited, energetic vibe, which is good, to a bit more peaceful saving. But then it's like you do take a step back and you sort of like, it's almost like you are able to mentally allow yourself to sit back and trust that everything's going to work out, and you sort of trust in the process. And by doing so, with this optimistic, positive mindset, you start to manifest. And you surprise yourself. Spirit and the universe is in the background being like, Taurus, absolutely amazing. They're like your little cheerleaders, if you will. Because they're so proud of how much work you've done on yourself, on what you've been working towards. I'm getting goosebumps, literally, for all of the earth signs. But anyways, and so, yeah, they're proud of you because you're sitting there all confident and calm and content. And you're like, you know what? I may still have a lot to save. I may still have a lot of work to do for my career to get where I want to, for both. But you know what? It'll happen. And I do feel like it may not have been like this previously in the previous months, but you've seen some sort of successes, or the universe has, in spirit, came in and reminded you how proud you should be, how successful you are, how good things are going to end up being, because you got a taste of that, because things are starting to unravel slowly but surely. You decide to just trust the process once again and not stress over it. Absolutely beautiful. And it's almost a vibe where you're like, you want to come in and try to ruin my vibe? You want to come in and try and, get me out of this optimistic mindset? You can try, you will fail, but you can go ahead. Just go ahead. And it feels like you just expect and understand that your finances will snowball. Beautiful. King of Pentacles. I mean, we go from the end of the first half with the Queen of Pentacles to the King. What more do you want, my friend? That is an amazing, amazing transition right there. It's like you don't even just plateau in that sense. You don't just, you don't even slip back into old habits or old mental ways of being that weren't abundant. You keep moving in the right direction. You're now the King of Pentacles. That mindset, that way of being, you're like, you know what? Things are going to work out. Because I'm doing what's right for me. I'm figuring out what's right for me. I'm figuring out what's working for me and what's not, and making adjustments from there. And if you feel like, oh, this puzzle piece doesn't fit here, I'll find a new one. I'll find a new hustle on the side to get a little more income. It just feels like you're taking action, but also allowing yourself to sit back and manifest at the same time. It's a good balance. And I do feel like when the first half of the month starts, you kind of are reminded or realize, maybe for the first time, that you're guided, that you're protected by spirit, by your guides. We have this wolf here, this dog, which always comes through as protection and guidance from your guides. And you may be noticing or thinking back to everything that's happened this month and even previously, and the progression of how things are getting better for you. And you're just like, aha, it's not just me. It's not just coincidences. It's happening for a reason, because your guides are behind the scenes helping you, working things out for you, while you work things out for you and try to figure out what's right. And all of which is leaving you feeling more confident, even more at ease, more independent, and feeling like you have a grasp on where you're heading, on what you're doing. And I feel like it's around this time where you sort of let go of that grip a bit on your finances, maybe even on your career. Absolutely amazing. And it's making you, and going from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, I'm being drawn to their faces. And it's like It's kind of this peaceful, like, come at me, I'm content with where I'm heading and who I am kind of vibe with the Queen of Pentacles. But then the King of Pentacles, it's more like, look at a smile. There's a difference. She's peaceful, but she's like kind of somber about it. And he's like, haha, look at me. Look at me go. You know, and that's kind of where Spirit's been trying to get you to. And so again, they're behind the scenes being so proud of you as you're proud of yourself. I'm loving this reading, my friends. And then we have the Hangman to move right along. Oh, and the King of Pentacles aligned with the Sun card. It feels like all of which leads up to you feeling equally as happy as you were in the beginning of the month, but in just a more content, less like potentially anxious kind of way because you have so much energy. It feels more balanced is what I'm trying to get at. And then we have the Hanged Man, like I was saying, for the fourth card, or the fifth. I feel like there is something you'll need to step back and readjust your perspective on. Maybe it's just everything in general. Maybe it's your current job or where you're heading. A goal. Maybe you have unrealistic financial goals. Or maybe you need to readjust a timeline or how you're going about it. And it's aligned with this Four of Pentacles. Very much to do with your finances. Realizing that if you stress out over it, if you hold on to, you know, your finances too tightly, like I was saying before, you're blocking the flow of all those, of that abundance that the universe wants you to have, Taurus. And it feels like you don't need a sort of tower moment at this point because you're stepping up and you're doing what's right for you. You're figuring out what's right for you. Four of Wands to wrap things up for these 6 cards to wrap up the month. It leaves you feeling at the end of the month like, damn, I'm Taurus and I'm good. I got this. Things are going to work out. They're going to unravel the way they should, the way they're meant to, the way they're destined to. And it leaves you feeling like I have a reason to celebrate. I'm that good. And you may find yourself getting together with certain soul connections to sort of celebrate where you've come up until this point, what you've achieved up until this point. And even maybe, in a sense, celebrating and acknowledging what's to come, all the positive abundance ahead of you, the success ahead of you. Absolutely amazing, my friends. And it's aligned with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like because you're content, because you're now feeling more able to manifest, you know, better about where things are heading, you're left with that celebration kind of feeling. And Spirit's saying, absolutely, Taurus, you deserve to celebrate. Look what you've done. Look at the spread you have. Literal positivity coming through. Let's continue by pulling a message or two from the Energy Oracle deck. What do we have for Taurus to continue this money and career read for November? Thank you, Spirit, for our lovely Taurus. You know, let's just go with those 3. The Thinking Man, my friend, male or female, gender is irrelevant when it comes to tarot. But I feel like you will be very much in your head at certain points this month, but not in a bad way. Maybe like previously, you're thinking about new creative solutions, new ways to improve your situation, you know, to find new creative ways to find that new puzzle piece that will fit, that will work for you. First and foremost, we'll just get the negative one out of the way. Anxiety. I was saying, for some reason it came out, everything happens for a reason when it comes to these readings. At the beginning of the month, when you have so much energy, it could potentially lead to a bit of anxiety. Or when you're trying to hold on to your money and save, it feels like mainly in this first chunk of the month, you have the potential to get a little bit of anxiety. But I do feel like you'll deal with it well. You'll cope with it well. And it all starts around this Queen of Pentacles point in the month where you just sort of accept it, go with the flow, manifest. Healer of the Ages. You've been through a lot, Taurus. I just feel it. You've been through a lot. And you know what? Spirit has noticed, has been with you all of this time, helping you, guiding you, cheering you on in little ways, even if you don't realize it. And they're saying, you know what, now it's time for you to heal a bit. As you grow, you become happier, more content, more fulfilled, as you manifest the life that you desire as far as your finances and your career. You know, maybe there's a past work situation that was toxic and just not good for you, and you have to heal from that as well. You know, and maybe you've just received a lot of anxiety, you know, in the past months in regards to your finances and career. I get it. I've all been there, even if people don't admit it. So a little bit of healing needs to be done in that way too. The third and final one for these, contract. I feel like some of you will be signing a contract in regards to your business or your job. It may be something you've been looking forward to. You may simply be getting more clientele for your business. It may feel like you just sort of get more and more opportunities in forms of abundance to enhance your financial situation, to enhance your career. And it's because, it's not just because it's out of the blue or because it's random. You deserve it, my friend. You've been working towards it, remember? I was clapping and for Spirit. It was Spirit's way of clapping for you, but you get the point. You've earned this, whatever it is for you. Let's finish off by pulling a message or two from the Small Making Magic deck. What do we have for Taurus to wrap up this reading, please? Thank you. We got 3, I believe. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elements to achieve your goals. It just feels like it's going to be a magical month. I mean, remember my reaction when I first put out the 6 cards? It feels like you need to just sort of be one with the feeling of the month. And again, accept that everything's going to fall into place. And release that grip of it once again. And allow this magic, this abundance to flow in. And then we have Triple Moon. Embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. It's like once your pride comes back at the beginning of the month, it just trickles and snowballs. And this is reminding you to embrace all aspects of your life. Embrace all of your skill sets, all of your talents, your passions, and just go after it, my friend, or keep going after it. And then last but not least, to finish this off, my friend, on target. Follow your ideal path. Whatever it is for you, my friend, you need to keep working towards it because it's part of your ideal path. And I feel like you're going to feel like you either discover at the beginning of the month or throughout the month your ideal path, or it may feel like you have been for a little bit, but just keep going down it. Or don't be afraid to start, because that's where you end up noticing all these miracles and magic that will occur in your life. You'll notice all of this beautiful abundance starts to flow towards you easily because you're doing what's right for you and you're following your passions and you're going towards your destiny down your ideal path. Don't let anybody or any place or situation come through and try to derail you from this ideal path. Absolutely beautiful, my friend. So on that note, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And while you're down there, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing month. And I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.